guys, welcome back to the channel. The snow's melting. It's a mess, you know. It's not that bad today, but the last few days it's been melting like crazy, which I'm mad about. You know, I like the snow. But anyway, we're gonna have motorized biking this summer, so we're gonna do a bunch of that. Anyway, if you enjoy this video or enjoy any other videos, I'm gonna ask you guys to subscribe. It's all free, and then also give this video a thumbs up. The reason I'm squinting is because it's super bright out today. It's the first day it is basically bright for a while here. So to subscribe to my channel, you're just gonna put your mouse on that thing down in the corner, and then you're gonna click on subscribe. So if you're looking into how to change your belt and clean around the primary clutch and the secondary clutch, stay tuned. But anyways, changing the belt isn't that hard. There's a couple of little tips in there that I'm going to show you. Also, we're going to clean around the secondary clutch and the primary clutch, and this is going to get you the best performance for your sled. All right, here in the background, we've got a 1985 Ski-Doo Safari, and this is going to be the old secondary clutch system, where it's not as easy to do. You know, you got to pin that thing off, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Anyway, for this one and any other ones, I recommend picking them off the ground. It's going to be a little easier. So if you can get the sled off the ground, that's the best way to do it. Now for this one, it doesn't even have a track on it, so I don't have to worry about that. So I guess I'm going to start with this older one. So I actually just put a new belt on this one, so I'm not actually going to be changing it, but I'm going to show you how to get it off and put it on. And I'll show you how to clean on the newer sled. All right, so pop the hood. This one I've actually been working on. So this one I've already taken the cover off that protects the clutch and the secondary wheel. All right, so you will have a cover here. It's gonna go on just like that over there. There's gonna be a pin at each end. So pull those pins out and pop this cover off. Now it's gonna be a little bit different for each of your sleds. And if you're looking at how to adjust your clutch and your secondary clutch, then for the specs, you're gonna wanna check your owner's manual. Now, if you don't have an owner's manual, then you're gonna wanna go get one online. They usually have one for every sled online. And eventually, I'm hoping to do a video on that, but not today. All right, this particular sled is very tricky, and that's actually, you know, I just decided I'm probably not gonna even take the belt out. I'm gonna show you how to do it, but I'm not gonna do it because for this one, it's really hard. Now, for most of the older sleds, this is your chain case, you're gonna have it on the other side. So it's gonna make it really easy. All you're gonna have to do is pull it off. But for this one, you've got to take this arm out and you've got to pull it off from the inside. And to me, that's really a pain. All right, for these older ones, basically you're just gonna grab it and you're gonna pull over. And you're gonna spin this clockwise. And it's gonna start riding up like a bicycle chain. You can keep grabbing down. Whoops, lost it there. So here we are, we're just pulling over, we're spinning it. Okay, so now you can see it's starting to ride up on there. And for most sleds, you're gonna have it be clear right here. So all you have to do is keep doing that and then pull it over. And then slide it off the primary clutch down there. So you just twist it and pull it right off. And it'll be the same steps for the newer sled. But for this one, it's not as easy. You've gotta unhook a bar in here. You actually have to pull this up off the opposite side, pull it out and around. It's pretty tough. I just put this new one on. But I'm not gonna show you how to do that because I don't feel like doing that right now. But anyway, for these older sleds, you really just have to keep spinning it. Okay, and just keep pulling it off, keep spinning it, and eventually it'll come right off. So that's pretty simple, but sometimes actually can be pretty hard spinning around, especially if it's a newer belt and it hasn't really been broken into yet, like this one. So for the newer sleds, they made it a little bit easier. So you're gonna pull your side panel off, you're just gonna pull that up, it's gonna pop out. And then for back here, it's gonna pop it out. So for a lot of you guys, you're still gonna wanna pull this belt guard off. But for these Polaris models, it's all bolted in, and it's just as easy to get in there from the side when you have the side panel taken off. So I'm just gonna leave it on. So we're just gonna crawl right down in here. As you can see, we have a small hole right there. It looks like a little screw fell out of there. Well, it didn't. And this is what makes it easier to take the belt off. A little tip here, I bet you guys all know this, but always carry an extra belt. I don't care what the circumstances are, always carry an extra belt. Even if you're just going for a trail ride, they can always just blow, so keep an extra belt on you. And with these steps, you'll just do them right out on the trail. So we're just gonna slide this key in, and then start twisting it like a screw. Now you're probably gonna start to feel it firm up at some point. Okay, right about there. So just keep turning it, and your belt's gonna start loosening up. Now you can start to see the belt loosen up. See, it's just dropping little by little. Great. Now when it becomes firm, it's not, well, that's, okay, about there. You can't turn it very much more. don't try to. That should be enough where now you can pull the belt off, right? Now we're just gonna grab it at the top here. Like I said, you should have your sled off the ground, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna torque it over. And the reason you should have your sled off the ground is so that when you spin that secondary wheel, the track's gonna go with it. You don't wanna be moving the whole sled. It's better just to be moving the track. And look at that. It's easy as that when you spin it. And for this, just work it off. Turn it sideways there. There we come. All right, now we're gonna clean. So if you're at your home, you're not out on the trail, why don't you clean it out? So really, you can get, there's gonna be a lot of wear and some residue from the belt, you know, wearing down after time. And there's gonna be lots of belt dust in your clutch and stuff. Take a little bit of air, blow it out. Then it's good to either take some Scotch-Brite or like some steel wool and just take it and just rub right lightly on the inside. Maybe wet it down just a little bit and just clean up that whole inside of the sheaves here and on the secondary clutch up there. And the reason we're doing this is just so we can get the best performance out of our sleds. So get in there with either some Scotch-Brite or even just if you took like a paper towel and just went on the inside and just cleaned it up a little bit in there. It's gonna be really helpful, especially if you have a lot of residue. And that's pretty much all you have to do to clean up your clutch and your secondary clutch. So just go along with the Scotch-Brite or some steel wool, whatever you have hanging around. Don't be too rough with the steel wool. Go light on it, but clean up those sheaves because I think it's going to really give you some better performance. And I guess that we've done that, now it's time for installation of the new belt. So basically it's just reverse, but I'm going to point out one big tip, okay? So we're going to have a little bit of, let me find some right here. All right, here we go. It says Polaris right on this belt right here. What you're going to need to do is you want to be able to read that when you put it on the sled. So put it on so you can read it. So mine's saying Polaris from left to right. So now I'm ready to put it on. Alright, so we've thrown it on our clutch here. Now we're just going to spin it back on just like we spinned it off. Alright, so now we're going to take the key out and we're going to spin it a few times to reset the secondary clutch. Uh-oh.
What'd you do to my sled?
Nothing. We're just doing a belt change.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, now that it reset itself a little bit, you can drive it around to fully set it. Alright guys, I hope you're back on the trails again. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and go check out some of my other videos.